I'll move over to the registration. So for registration options, we have students, facilitators or mentors. Then we also have sponsors. So for the students, so these are the fields required by the student to fill in their
Okay.
username, first name, last. Okay, should I fill those
Oh,
details
no, not
or
really. Not really. But then I want to speak
not
about
really?
certain,
Yeah.
not really, but then I want to speak
Okay.
about some features, particularly like the local government. In Nigeria, all the local governments are already in the database. So when they are filling, they may just type a part of the local government name and it will take them to their local governments. Then also for the schools, the institutions, all institutions in Nigeria are already in the database. So any students, we can always track you to your school and all of that. So every student is connected, every database is linked to all of that. And this exactly we are doing for every other African country. So it makes it a lot easier for any promoter's information to be collated, to be analyzed easily so that people can easily be able to say that, oh, we are students of a particular local government, we are students of a particular town, and or whatever. Then also for the course of study, don't forget that our courses are not generic. If you want to give artificial intelligence to the psychology students is not the same way we want to give artificial intelligence to the actuarial science students. You know, the way we want to give AI to a business admin student would obviously not be the same way we want to give to, say, an economics student. Because look at economics. Each of these courses have specific and unique things to attend to. Look at the stress sometimes that graduates or undergraduates of economics pass through in the hands of those funny things like econometrics. So we are actually using we're actually directing the use of artificial intelligence to actually address all those peculiar instances because we are saying that they should begin to work. What if they do not use AI properly in their contents? At the end, it won't make sense to just be that we are repeating the same things that the educational people are currently doing. We must address the contents there that should be beneficial for their to sustain what their outcomes are. So the student registration page is there. Okay, let's go to the okay. Let's see the courses. Sorry, course of study, for instance. Say nursing. Let me just say nursing. NUR. Aha. So there's no cost. We've addressed all of this and consolidated this with the National University Commission, and we can actually identify any student doing what course in any part of across the globe. So this is just the starting point and the basic. And of course, students who are here, particularly for Nigeria, would have their national identity marked up and of course registered because identity will be critical. Identity will be critical. That the program will be free does not mean that people will come here and abuse the platform. And that's why we need to be able to ensure that we don't have identity issues on this platform. All right, so let's proceed. The other parts, say maybe facilitator.
Okay, facilitator.
So perhaps you can now log in with maybe a student. Let's see what the student is able to do.
Okay, okay, sure.
Yeah.
So let me log in as a student. Okay, okay. So this is a student dashboard.
Yeah.
So in here we can see maybe a remark of the student and also the available courses right now. So now if we go to my courses, these are the list of courses this particular student is offering. And one thing we want to remember, when a student is filling in his form, he usually puts in the course of study he wants to study. So if this is a computer science student, his courses are going to be unique to only computer science students. And if he's in nursing, his courses too are going to be tailored to just nursing. So there is like a grouping or segregation there. Not everyone is having access to the same content. And we also have general courses that every student have access to. So these are the areas for courses. So now, looking at the courses, we have free courses and we also have paid courses. So this is an example of a free course. This can be referred to as general courses. Then the paid ones are those that need to be paid, but this one has been paid for as we have done. Example of one that is not paid for should be this one. So in such a case, the student will be asked to pay a fee, and they have two options, either to pay or to request for grant. So if I go to request for grants, they have an option to submit a form which will be sent to the admin for them to request for a grant of the
Okay, now
particular course.
let me just say something. When we say grant, there would have been one promoter's fund whom we are debiting with 2,000 naira in this instance. So the system will be very transparent, very auditable, and whoever is benefiting from those grants, he can find all those beneficiaries on his landing page. So at that point, he's able to track all the people consuming the funds he has applied to the AI Labs projects. So it's a very simple, straightforward platform.
Yeah.
Mujahid, how do you see this, please?
Is it nice? It's nice. I see it.
I
It's
mean,
okay.
I want to get a comment from Mujahid from Kano.
Okay. Okay.
Because when he has his billion can be broken down into all the people who have consumed it because it's a very simple self-auditing platform. That's the way we've made it. Mujahid, do you have a comment?
I'm just observing. Currently, I do not have any comments.
Okay, excellent. So that if he has money, he would have just paid, and that would have just done is to take him to Flutterwave, and he's made his payment for his course. But to be frank with you, very many students will not be able to afford doing certain things. Do you even know that if you ask them to pay 5 naira, they may not have it? But then something we're going to instill in this platform is that because sometimes things are going for cheap or for free to them, there is something that they must do, something we must get before we certify them. They must show something, proof of something, a digital service, a digital product before, because we must actually use what we've learned to create a product. It's a product-based thing. You should be creating something. And that will be the stage at which you can actually be certified. It's not that kind of thing you just go online for 1 hour, 2 hours, and even in a day you can download 10 certificates that you are into you are doing that you are AI compliant and all that. It is in what you do and what you can do. And that is why, and if your products are so well, that's why we say we're going to create a store for your services. You need to showcase those products for people to be able to see what they can buy, what they can actually learn from it and pay for it. Okay, please go ahead.
Okay. So aside the courses, okay, in of the courses,
How does the student see or understand or see his course schedules, courses that he has done, the ones ahead of time, the videos, the links? Very simple. How have we managed all of that?
okay, sure.
Course schedules particularly.
All right. So these are the course
Yes.
schedules. So in of the course schedule, we have upcoming courses. That is courses that the student should be expecting or preparing for. Then we also have completed courses. These are courses that the students have completed. So now in the upcoming courses, we can see the course content and the course. We can also see the dates. Like this one now is June 7th. Of course, it's upcoming because we are just in the 1st of June. And now this is the duration of the course, 2 hours. And now this is a link to the class of this course. So when that time is there, the link the link has been created to a live class, which the student can join in and take part in the class. Then once the course is completed, the link is now updated to a video link. So if the student was not able to participate in that live section, you can just go over to this video link and watch the recorded version of the
Of the
course.
class.
So there's no loss of knowledge there. You can always go back and watch the course. Sir, you were saying
Um,
something?
oh, no,
Okay.
you're on course, you're on course. Mr. Udotong, let me hear from Mr. Udotong. How do you see this, Mr. Udotong? You are muted. Mr. Udotong, how do you see this?
Okay, I'm up now.
Yes.
Yeah, I really have seen the very, very wonderful. Because, yeah, very, very great. I'm happy that you were what you have seen what we were trying to do within the week, which is not Nigeria. They are doing all over the whole world, trying to educate people on AI, what the AI can do, what they can. It has been so intensive. I'm happy to be the one of the facilitator for that very program.
Yes.
And these guys are doing it all over the world as that course that was going on within the first 2 days is over. We had over more than 2,000 students attending at the same time. Of course, because it was free. Yes, okay. Because it was free, and you can see the attendance. There was a lot of massive attendance by the people, by the students longing to know about AI, longing to know, they are desirous to know about, and they are very, okay, now I just put in test now. A lot of people are doing to be certified. So by the time we have this AI lab in Nigeria, that at any moment, because you see, as they finish that one thing with La Paz, the people I'm partnering with, when they do a course like that, they will leave that one. The next 1 year, they won't do that course. You won't hear about it again. They will be doing another course, medical intensive, this other one, a lot of IT courses they will be doing. AI, you will not hear again. For the next maybe 6 months or 1 year, you won't hear again. So by the time these things are there, that any time you are ready, you can in, the student can go in, people
At
can
your own
sponsor them.
pace.
That is
At
the
your own
way.
pace, yes.
Yes, that is the way forward. A lot of people, we could not advertise. I could not let people know that this course is coming. But only 2 days I did. A lot of people registered to attend and they were there in attendance, and they were. So it's a very good innovative system, and it's a very, very good system, because just like what we got there, because that was a preliminary something they were doing, because Australia is free. So they did not talk, but they make sure that they let us know that AI is in every field. There is no field.
That's right.
Journalism, in the hospital, in the classroom, in all over. In fact, when I was mentioning to my chairman, he said, "Why didn't you do this? You take this to AI. We have an AI in-house on the Firefly AI." I say we are not talking about one particular area.
It's
We are
not
talking
one
about
area.
letting people
That's
that
right.
AI cut off all fields.
That's right.
So that they would be ready, because that is the future.
That's right.
No, we are not just talking about the country talking about going backward. No, we are going forward. We are going forward. Forward ever and backward never.
Thank
So
you.
our parents, in fact, we brought in the message delivered by the former Minister of Communication as an introduction. He was really prophesying. It was really prophesying what AI would be, that all the old people, their old age, people that is about 67, will be totally wiped out if they don't change by force.
That's right.
Because the children born today, they are with it. They came out with it. They came out with it. So
That's
this
right.
is that is the something. So I'm impressed. The only problem is that I think the dimension you are going, the dimension you are going is quite very good, because you are looking for sponsorship,
Yes.
people that could,
Yes.
because it was left for the student. They are interested, but they will say, "Come and pay money." They will not want to come and do. They will not. But if people, politicians, gather them, look at the lab there. There's a present lab. They go there, pay money. they will gladly come in there and sit there and learn the whole thing and got their get certified and apply it in their fields, in
That's right.
wherever they are.
That's
You
right.
know, because in fact, what we did there in that course, I think, Mauga, you were there. Look at the thing, even the link I sent, it will be of benefit. Those guys has really, really hit a lot. But we have to make it a Nigerian one. We have to make it not something. We have to take it down to the grassroots. You know,
That is
here
why
through
we spend
this
some that's why we are spending some time. We want to get it right. It has to be local and it has to
yes.
serve our purpose.
Yes, sir. So I think a
Yes.
lot of people, the interest I saw generated in that very course we did this week
Yes.
is fantastic.
That's right.
It was just too much. People
That's
were scrambling, calling, "Can I attend?" I said, "Go in this, you attend." But now we are waiting for how many of them will do the test, because you must get like 70%, 60 from 70% before you can be certified. You know,
That's right.
a
That's
lot.
right.
It was quite
That's right.
very detailed.
So
It was quite detailed. So
that is why in the course of our process program here, by the time this goes live, we're going to do a plan of where we need to be able to have these undergraduates across the schools to subscribe and own a profile. Then we now begin to intensify with sponsorship so that they can begin to join the classes and attend. Because if you don't have classes or you can't buy or seek for grants to join the classes, you may not be able to do much. So this is from the perspective where we're going. But then the profiles will be such a way that we'll record as many students as possible across the country and of course across the continent. And the analysis will be there to show, because we're going to have country pages, country analysis. That is the next thing, that the data, just like I've gotten for Nigeria, would also be done for the Gambia, would also be done for Sierra Leone, would also be done for Zambia, Cameroon, Morocco, and so on. So this is this just we are planned. So think, Mr. You can just round up on the facilitator or any other one. What area? And behind this, we also have their name, where I think I'm actually correct a couple of things and all that.
So this is just the profile of the student, so the details of the student, which you can update as it goes on. So let me quickly move over to the facilitator. So now I'll sign up, log into an account I've created before now of the facilitator. So okay, so this is the facilitator's page and dashboard. So now what the facilitator majorly do is create schedule for courses. Various courses that these students are going to take is going to create schedules for them so that these students will be able to take this course. So now if I should try to create a course schedule, so first thing it does is to select a course. So each course has modules or schedules, let's say content. So like this course now, it has some modules in of it. So a course can have multiple modules or course content so that a student can take multiple classes or sections on that particular course. So a different course too, we have a different course schedule or course module, but this one doesn't have one yet. But this is an example of that. Then the time this course will take place can set the 29th of June. Then the duration is in hours. Then you can also add the link to this course. Of course, this is going to be a live class. So if the facilitator add the link to this class, it's going to appear on the student's dashboard. And once it appears on the student dashboard, the student can learn from the course. So I won't really submit that because I'm on
Yes, yes.
localhost. Normally,
Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Let me just explain further here. This is at the facilitator. When you have a course, the course would have been advertised, and each time the course facilitator is putting together that course program, stating the date and time, you will get your mail. You'll be notified. And once this course is done, whatever this facilitator has done here, is the course is not complete without the Zoom link to the class. So when the Zoom link to the class is done here, all students who have that course on their profile, who have bought that class or that course, or their portal is automatically updated by this course scheduling. So that, and of course, from time to time, they are actually notified about the upcoming class. So when the class is up, it's just for them to go to the course schedule, click on the link within their profile, and that will take them to the Zoom. To that. Don't forget that there'll be several courses in the course of the program, and there'll be several class links. So by the time you join a class and you are done, or you are unable to join a class, if the class is before the time, you have a link that takes you to the class. As the class finishes, the facilitator and the admin, the secretariat will have uploaded the class video, and that same place will automatically change from the link to the class to change to the link to the video, which was the class that you missed or you attended. And you can watch that video for as long as you are still maintaining the account class. And we hope to maintain the students for the long term in that profile, so that we are going to engage them, like I told you, even for future and higher levels. Because there will be a lot of consultants that could be there, that many of them could be interested in one person or the other, and the entire community will be such that this entire community of Innovationbed will be something that will be a lot, there'll be a lot of synergy, because whether you are a Ghana student, whether you are a Gambian student, whether you are from the Gambia or Sierra Leone, I want to see Africa at work. And that is the whole essence.
okay.
Oh, I have in the house Mr. Alex from Ghana. Let me just chat a bit with Mr. Alex. Mr. Alex, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you too?
Oh, so sorry. Thank you. I hope you did not mix up with the timing, Ghana time and Nigeria time.
Not at all, not at all.
Okay,
not at all.
because we've had one session, we've just got into another, and we're almost rounding up. But then the whole idea was about man, you need to watch the video, obviously. You understand? I'm going to share the video because I took time to explain how this thing will work, whether from Nigeria. Okay, sorry, let me just describe that. Mr. Alex Ujo. Mr. Alex Ujo is a UN World Service Award winner from the Ghana, for Ghana. And right in there, you will actually see how this program will run. Ghana. I think one other friend of mine and a young boy there that I'm relating with anytime I come to Accra there was also to join me. His name is Larry, but for some reason he's not here yet. And we're also expecting Morocco, we're expecting the Gambia, and even both of them are not here, but eventually I might hold a different session that they will be able to benefit from. So you're welcome, Mr. Alex.
So sorry for joining late, but the little I've seen so far, I'm so impressed with the work that you're putting in, and hopefully.
I didn't even know. Now this is the developer developing that platform, and we are still working on it. The data for Nigeria is complete. Currently we work on the data for Ghana, and anytime I need assistance, of course, I'll relate with you. I'm also working with the data for the Gambia and every other country. You want to see Ghana, you want to see Nigeria, you want to see Africa at work and Africans at work. You understand what I'm saying? You see, for me,
yes,
at the center of looking at innovation, we shouldn't just waste innovation. We should be able to make our innovations work for us. And we all have an African issue. And this is what we're trying to see, that a platform like this should be able to address our issues. But what's very important is that we have a government. I may not even say, yes, I have one, but then I'll be looking up to promoters who will promote these projects, and even governments will now see themselves even joining the queue of who to promote, because they are owing, they're actually owing people in their political whatever. So they have people in the government, people in the private sector, who want to offer one help to the citizens from their regions. And this is the whole essence. And this platform could be one of those platforms that can come to help people in Accra, help people in the northern region, help people in, so on and so forth. That is just that's the whole idea. So you can round up, Mr. Roland.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, so sorry. I also have my big brother there from Zamfara State. Oh, Mr. William Ibrahim.
Good to be here.
Thank you.
I'm actually in Marrakesh, Morocco for JTEX Africa. So
yes. Thank you so very much. Please, my
Mm.
friend there would take care of you. His name is okay. If you know the AI crafters, one of them is Zohir Lakadesi, was supposed to be in this meeting. So he's actually the UN World Summit national expert for the Morocco. He was supposed to be here, but I'm sure he's busy there. So this meeting, I'll share more with you, quite frankly.
Share more with me
Yeah,
after.
I'll share more with you, and you obviously will follow the video to help. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much. But let me just introduce you that we work hand in hand with the Secretary General of the Zamfara Information Technology Agency. And we've been doing so much. This is the platform that I want to get in their hands. Thank you. So we'll continue to round up.
Okay. So this is the sponsor dashboard. So once a
Right.
sponsor,
So, the sponsor really doesn't have much to do. The only what the sponsor needs is to say that, yes, as myself, I want to help like 1,500 students in a particular village or in a particular state. He just to fund the scholarship fund for that state. And we will introduce a hub, a landing page to this platform where people from that state will be able to request grants from the fund he has provided, and they'll be able to take up the courses there. That is exactly how we hope to go. So their own is just to fund the platform. They are just to fund the platform. And they can do this easily by just going there, indicate how much they want to do, and Flutterwave will be able to make his payments very easily. And as soon as you become a sponsor, dynamically, please correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Roland, dynamically, your page will be opened for you. And subsequently, all the audits of all beneficiaries from the region you were interested will be able to apply for the monies that we have funded the platform very transparently. And you'll be able to know that this student from this school in Zamfara State, this person from this school in Northern Region, this school from this state in the Gambia, were benefiting from the fund. Your fund is not used until the student applies for one course or another. That is how this program will go. So thank you so very much. At this point, we've seen the part of the sponsor. We've seen the part, I think at the earlier video, we'll be able to share that, so that will give you a little more background. And so that the Gambia, the Sierra Leone, the Morocco, Ghana, I'll be so glad. I'll be so glad. And like I shared earlier, this project, okay, please can you just stop your screen. Let me just get back to my EU and final declaration so that I can end it from there. We're happy that this project just got confirmed by the United Nations just last month. And permit me to just share that part of the project documents, which I shared earlier on. And we may just wrap up at that point, and later we share the program listed with you. Right. Okay. Let me just see how we wrap up with this. This, where is... I don't know whether you can see my documents.
It's still coming up.
Okay. So, does it show now?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay, excellent, excellent. We may not have much time, but then this was one of the documents I shared earlier. I might just talk a bit before the end of the close of the call. Now that it was the last 23rd Info Poverty World Conference that was recently held at the UN headquarters in New York on the 12th of April, and this month, last month, April 22nd, this is the final declaration and the plan of action. So for Nigeria, we have this assignment to drive Africa, and we are so glad that we've come to this stage. And this is also being properly documented in this final declaration from the UN draft, as we can see. In the course of the events, we had mentions that mention our contributions, particularly. And we're happy for that because in that declaration, which I'm going to share a copy of it, you will see where the Innovation AI Labs ecosystem for sustainable development in Nigeria formed the pilot era for the continent. And we've actually been done with all of that, and we are scaling it across other African countries. And so far, about 10 African countries is what we're looking at. And that here it was mentioned that Innovationbed AI Labs beds a multidisciplinary career transformation and nurturing an ecosystem of young innovators to fast-track inclusive and ethical AI for development, bridging rural-urban Nigeria, and that's by the Programmers Foundation. And we think at this point, the Info Poverty Program is now something that has pushed this onto your offices in Zamfara State, almost every state, in Ghana, in every region in Ghana, in the Gambia, in Sierra Leone, in Morocco, in Cameroon. So it's actually something that people will be able to take charge from the various regions, and we can see how we can use this to benefit humanity, particularly our younger ones that are coming up. And it's not just that we are running conferences for the word of conference sake, but please, there's an emergency for Africans to take charge, because in the course of things, we see how Europe is currently reacting to artificial intelligence. So Nigerians can't go to sleep because we actually have a peculiar situation. Africans can't go to sleep. And I'm happy in recent time, I've been having engagements with organizations. In fact, I'll now speak more on artificial intelligence. I know in a few weeks, the Institute of Information Management would like me to real deal with the responsive artificial intelligence and machine learning, as it relates with information management. So I'll be speaking next month. Okay, this month is June already from today. So I'm actually the principal speaker for the Institute, and this will be, of course, to be on artificial intelligence. So we'll be carrying this talk to everywhere, and we hope our word will land and take people to places where we'll be able to form a real solid sponsorship platform to promote how we can help the young ones, whether as government or whether as private sector. And that is why in the past video, you will get to see how even some young people are already coming up. And I'm happy for Alhaji Kurang Mamadi from Gambia, a politician, who is taking so much to do because he sees this as a political project to even see how to help his young people in the Gambia ahead of their upcoming elections. So even politicians will see the project to want to buy in, because every participant player will be able to have a hub on the labs. And that hub will be able to take care of all the beneficiaries that he has funded to promoting and improving their lives. So at this point, I will say thank you a great deal. And we are very happy Very, very happy. Let's see if we can share our videos for photograph. If we can share our videos for photograph, let's quickly do so. Okay, particularly for some of us that can do so. Let's do so, but where not convenient, we don't, with no problem. Right. Okay. Any more? Any more photographs? Any more faces? Okay. Excellent, excellent. Right, I think we have some more now. Thanks. So cheers, we have a nice day. Thank you so very much. I will share the videos. And of course, this is almost like something we have to be doing every week because I have more interested sponsors, personalities that want to get to know more. And this can even serve as your personal CSR. In fact, it can serve as your personal CSR. So we can't bug, we can't bug our politicians or government people. These are things people should be able to do on their own. And I think this will go far. It will go far if we continue at that pace. So thank you so very much. Thank you. Roland, I appreciate this. Moses, you are there. Biblai, you can help us with the closure. What do you feel about these events and the opportunities?
Thank you very much for the opportunity, sir. I think from everything we said from the beginning was only confirmed, or should I say, expatiated with the presentation that Roland gave. Since he's showing us the platform now. So we are not just hearing the talk, we are also seeing it in motion. So we're seeing it in motion as well. So it just serves to cement the image in our minds that this is not an idea, this is something real. It has left the idea stage. It is now in life. It is now in motion. So I'm very glad to be joining the project. And I believe everyone who joins the project is also going to be looking forward in one way or another to the impact they can make, either in the lives of the people who are going to be benefiting from the project, from the program, or in their own personal fulfillment as a way of sponsoring something bigger, something that will serve to help others. So I believe it's a win-win for everybody who is involved. It's everyone who is involved is benefiting in one way or another.
Appreciate everyone, quite frankly. And but then it will be nicer when we can get this live. And I'm sure this seems like something we have to repeat because we need to begin to build the marketing strategy information. Imagine some of those who just came and we really could not say or do much because they came in late, but the story should speak for itself very soon. And that is why I just want a working platform. Once it's after that, then we would have minimized all the risk and issues of talking too much. So thank you so very much. Thank you, Roland. Okay, and please, Abibulai, please try to get across to Roland. Roland Abibulai is also an IT person. In any way he can help, he has given and volunteered himself to this project too. So please do